they come, the four wide formation. These drivers are going to have their hands out the windows, waving at you guys. They'd love to see you wave back at them. You're the reason why they're here. Four wide, the stars and cars of the National Late Model Series here tonight for the showdown. 40 laps for $4,000 to win. Here we go. Here we go, coming out of turn 4. Green flag in the air. Jason Dykes has got that thing waving in the air. Mark Whitener on the loud pedal instantly. Devin Dixon down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Drifts up just a little bit high. Look at Kyle Bronson on the high side of the track. We got them all over, 3 wide in the back. Joe Kump, O'Neill back there, and Brandon DeWitt. Travis Carter in that 3rd spot, looking good in that number 99 car. Carter pretty humble, looking to the bottom side now of the 58 of Devin Dixon. Dixon and Carter side by side down the front straightaway. Looks like we got trouble on the number 40B. The All Florida Real Estate Brandon Ford entry here pulls it down right here to the inside wall, pulls it into the infield. Kyle Bronson may have a tire going down. Looks like Devin Dixon's going to choose the bottom side of the racetrack. Travis Carter going to take that top side. Nevin Gainey right there. Bo Allen in that 5th position. Here we go, green there on the loud pedal. Mark Whitener leads them down into turn 1. The 58 of Devin Dixon with a good start that time. Travis Carter, Nevin Gainey. Nevin Gainey around down there in turn 1 and 2, but did not hit anything. He's still driving in reverse. Keep an eye on Nevin Gainey down there. Able to get through that one unscathed right there. Nevin Gainey with a great piece of driving. He'll flip the car back around and head back in the right direction. How about that for some driving here tonight? In the early stages of this one, already some action.
And he's driving it just like he did in the last race here. As you see, he powered out to the front, just keeping it full throttle all the way around the track. So he must feel good about the engine right now.
All right, green flag in the air. Here we go. Loud pedal, smash down to the floor. Whitener leads him down into turn 1. Devin Dixon right there. Travis Carter, Bo Allen, and the 44, Rick Carter, up on the high side of the racetrack. Russell Brown Jr. He'll take the bottom line going into turn 3. Whitener up on the top side in the marbles, picking the high fruit on the top side of the racetrack. Two wide racing all the way through the pack here tonight with the National Late Model Series. 40 laps, $4,000 to win. Whitener again on the high side, coming through 3 and 4. Travis Carter also moved up to the top of the track now. Rick Carter also on the top side. Everybody trying to pick that top fruit here tonight, Brian.
The problem is in turns 1 and 2, that high side's a little loose, and they got to watch that wall.
Whitener again on the top side of the racetrack. The top 2 guys, Whitener and Dixon, starting to stretch their lead out a little bit here tonight. Whitener and Dixon with about a half a straightaway lead on the big half mile here at All-Tech. Whitener entering turn 4 right now. Dixon right behind him. Whitener, 2 distinctive different grooves here. Whitener on the top of the track. Devin Dixon choosing that middle line. Mark Whitener, when he gets down into turn 1 and 2, kind of diamonds that corner off right there. How about this race back here for Brandon DeWitt and the 14 car, Johnny Baker. Baker and DeWitt having a little battle going on back there. Right now, the best battle on the racetrack is the 71 of Bo Allen and the 99 of Travis Carter. They're going to be battling for that 3rd spot. Allen on the bottom side of the racetrack. Travis Carter back with the run on the top side, coming out of 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Bo Allen will fight back to the bottom side of the racetrack, down in turn 3 and 4. It's a dead heat at the flag stand. Travis Carter leads him into turn 1 and 2 on the high side. Bo Allen back to the bottom. Rick Carter watching these 2 guys do battle. Starting to see the move over flag right now. Look at Devin Dixon to the inside of Mark Whitener with the slide job down there. Can he get it complete? He'll move up the racetrack in front of Whitener. Devin Dixon with the move on Whitener. Devin Dixon in the 58. Dave towing. Dave's towing Rocket Chassis here tonight. Put the move on Whitener early in this one. Will he be able to hold on to that spot? Mark Whitener has not fallen back that much. He's able to keep up with Devin Dixon. All he's going to need is just a lap car to get in there, just like happened with him. These two guys are motoring around this racetrack here.
Joe, they're about to come into a major pack, though, and see what happens when that gets there.
As we were talking about them two, Rhett Carter got around Bo Allen and the 99. Rhett Carter now up into that third spot. Starting to pull away from the fourth and fifth place cars. Oh, Russell Brown Jr. down there in turn one. Down low on the racetrack. Looked like he's under power, but just slow.
So caution flag will come out. Will that help Mark or not? We'll have to see on the restart.
So here we go, race fans. Jason Dykes looking them over as they roll through turn 3 and 4. He throws the green flag. They're on the loud pedal. Here we go, down into turn 1. Well, there's your answer, Brian. Devin Dixon, what an awesome start that time. Dixon off with about a 5-car length advantage over the 5 of Mark Whitener. Kyle Bronson on the high side of the racetrack, battling for that 4th position with Travis Carter. Bo Allen right there. Then you got Johnny Baker. Wayne Ruderman on the outside of the track, also trying to make a pass on Brandon DeWitt right there. Good race right there. Wayne Ruderman on the high side of the racetrack, making up some ground right now. Out front, it's all Devin Dixon, Mark Whitener, Rhett Carter. Here you go, Kyle Bronson working to the high side of Travis Carter. Good battle right there for that 4th position. Bronson finally edges it out, going into 1 and 2. So, Devin Dixon out front. Mark Whitener about 5-car lengths behind him, then about the same distance to Rhett Carter. Now you got Kyle Bronson back up into the 4th spot with fresh tires. Fresher tires, I should say. Wayne Ruderman about had enough of picking that top fruit off of the tree out there. Having to bring that car down to the bottom side of the racetrack now. Just a few laps up high. Looks like he might have burned his tires off running up there, and he just changed them. So the complex of this race is changing all the time, but out front it is still Devin Dixon. Devin Dixon with a dominating run going on here at the National Late Model Series event at Alltech Raceway Park.
And that 55 of Billy Curvin moved out of his way as the leader came across the very last car there of Durbin.
Hey, we got cones on the track. Cones on the track. They get the cones down there.
Devin Dixon still out front through 3 and 4, down into turn 1 and 2, looking good. How about it, Devin Dixon fans here tonight? Devin Dixon.
So we got debris on the track, Joe. We're going to have to stop him right now before it causes a problem for anybody up out of turn 4 there.
Caution for debris in turn 4. We got a cone up high in turn 4. With the softball toss to 5-star Hyundai fan zone down there. Just a great deal for the kids, you know, to participate a little bit with the drivers. And the drivers all throwing the balls right at the kids, you know, so that's pretty cool. All except for Devin Dixon. All right, Mark Whitener. It's going to be Devin Dixon. Kyle Bronson with the move on the restart. Kyle Bronson now up into the 3rd spot. Now Travis Carter on the bottom side, catfishing down on the bottom underneath Rhett Carter, trying to make something happen. Russell Brown Jr. also on the bottom side of the racetrack around Bo Allen in the 7-1. Looks like we got problems out of Nevin Gainey up in turn 3 high. Nevin Gainey high up into turn 3. coming to a stop on the racetrack. That's going to bring out the caution flag again in this one. All right, Jason Dykes in the flag stand, eyeing him over. Here we go. Green flag in the air. On the loud pedal is Devin Dixon. Kyle Bronson on the outside. Rhett Carter to the bottom side of the racetrack. Here they go down into turn 1 and 2. Bronson, Whitener, side by side. Got trouble in the back of the pack. Chad Tootin, Joe Kump. Another caution flag. This is great for these tires right here. I'll tell you, these guys up front are liking this. Bronson is saying, I need some green flag laps. I want to get to the top of the board here. All right, Jason Dykes looking him over as they enter turn 3. Here we go. Devin Dixon leads him to the flag stand. Off into turn 1 they go. Kyle Bronson on the bottom side of Mark Whitener. Also, Russell Brown Jr. on the bottom side of the racetrack there. Whitener up at the wall trying to get a run down the back straightaway. Nothing doing. Mark Whitener blasts right back by Kyle Bronson on that one. Whitener found him a place to race down there on the bottom side. Now let's see what he does when he gets down here into turn 2. Also again, 1 and 2 on the top side of the racetrack.
Mark is hugging that wall coming around the turn.
Garrett Lloyd now in the turn 1 and 2. Up on the high side of the racetrack. Let's see if he pulls it in. Mark Whitener now found a good groove on the top side of the racetrack, but Rick Carter getting by Kyle Bronson on that bottom side. How about that? Caution flag on the speedway for the 27.
Race fans, we are past the halfway mark. We've got 21 laps on this 40-lap feature race. Let's see what happens. This is going to be the pivotal point. It's these last 19 laps that's going to make decisions here of who's going to that front position.
All right, Jason Dykes looking him over in the flag stand. Jason with the legal eye here tonight. Green flag in the air on the loud pedal. Somebody get a cone and it went bouncing all over the place.
I didn't see it. They were trying to tell me there was a cone in the wall.
Caution for a cone on the racetrack. All right, Jason Dykes got his eye on the field right now. Devin Dixon out front. Mark Whitener right there. Rhett Carter on the outside of Whitener. He's not going to like that. He was working good on the bottom side of the racetrack. Whitener decided to take that line away from him on the bottom. Let's see what happens here. They'll fire down there in turn 3 and 4. Devin Dixon will lead them down into turn 1. Whitener loses that position to Rhett Carter. Now he battles back on the bottom side of the racetrack. Rhett Carter up high. Here comes Rhett the Jet Carter. Down the back straightaway. Bronson on the high side of the racetrack. Mark Whitener not sure which groove he wants to run here tonight. Rhett Carter closing in ever so lightly on the 58 car. The 58 with a good lead right now, but Carter closing in ever so slightly on the 58 car.
And Mark Whitener drops to 4th now. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He's having a hard time deciding whether he wants higher or low side.
He's trying to hold on for dear life. His tires are wore out in that car. Now look at the 33 car down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Whitener made contact with the wall down there in turn 1 and 2.
That might be one of the tire issues there.
Devin Dixon, Rhett Carter, Kyle Bronson, Mark Whitener. Caution flag on the speedway one more time. All right, Jason Dykes looking him over one more time. Praying for some green flag laps here in this one. Here we go, green flag in the air. Kyle Bronson on the high side, Devin Dixon on the bottom of the track. Rhett Carter also down there. Several different lines around All-Tech, the big half mile here. Kyle Bronson right on the wall, back there in turn 2. Mark Whitener now dives down to the bottom side of Rhett Carter. Bronson high in turn 4. Comes off to turn 4. Mark Whitener now back solidly up into that 3rd spot. Now Russell Brown Jr. to the
Caution flag
inside.
once again.
And here we go one more time. Chad Tutner get there and get underneath of him. So here we go. Jason Dykes looking them over as they go down the back straightaway. Dixie double file restart. It's going to be Devin Dixon. Whitener on the bottom side. Bronson up on the top side of the racetrack. And here they go. Green flag in the air. Devin Dixon takes the green. He'll lead them down into turn 1. Bronson on the high side. Whitener going to follow him into turn 1 and 2. Both of them up on the top side of the track trying to pick the top fruit. Now here comes Bronson reeling in your leader. Woo! Kyle Bronson with a high side hustle down there in turn 3 and 4. Going to allow Mark Whitener to get back up into that second position here. Now Bronson working the bottom side of the racetrack. Whitener still up high with the run down the back straightaway. Oh, contact.
Contact on the back straightaway, but they keep on going.
All right, now Whitener starting to reel in the 58 of Devin Dixon ever so slightly here. Looks like Dixon just may be out front on cruise control here in this one. Whitener's catching him just a little bit. I just don't know if he's got enough time to do it. Battles all over the racetrack here. Brandon Dewitt, Wayne Ruderman Jr. also. Chad Tootin and the 99. Travis Carter there doing battle for position. Top 3 cars from last night, top 3 cars tonight, just in a different order. This time last night it was Bronson, Whitener, and Dixon. Tonight it's Dixon, Whitener, and Bronson. Rhett Carter right there in that 4th spot also. So the top 4 cars, the same as last night at Bubba Raceway Park. Jeff Matthews in the 5th position. Bo Allen with a good run here tonight in that 6th spot.
This is where Dixon needs to play it smart because he's got the lead by several car lengths, but so at this point, he's the only one that can mess it up for himself.
Devin Dixon with a clean ride, a clean line around this big half mile here, the Monster in Lake City, Florida, All-Tech Raceway. Devin Dixon now up on Megan Ray Meyer. He goes by to the inside of her. Mark Whitener now moving down to the bottom side of the racetrack, and the caution flag back on the speedway.
Like I told you earlier, that the number 58, he's out there by himself so far. Dixon, if he stays out there without making a mess, he might hold on to it.
Green flag in the air. Here they go. Devin Dixon going to lead him down into turn 1. Mark Whitener sails it off into the top side of the racetrack. Bottom on the side is the Kyle Bronson in the 40B. Rhett Carter kind of watching those two. Here's Jeff Matthews. Don't count the 33 out. He knows how to wheel a race car in a capital city car here tonight. It's Devin Dixon's race to lead. 9 laps remaining in this one. Bronson got his sights set on Whitener. He wants that 2nd spot.
Whitener trying to shut that groove down for him, though.
Now you got Bronson up on the top side, Whitener down on the bottom, Rhett Carter on the bottom. Also, Jeff Matthews right there, and then Bo Allen. That's your top 6 here. 7 laps remaining in this one for the 58, Devin Dixon.
Battle on back there between Bronson.
Look at the 44, Rhett Carter, having a good point night here. Rhett Carter battling with the 40B of Kyle Bronson. Carter now got a nose, trying to get a nose under, but look at this.
Mark Whitener making a move on the backside.
With the pass right there. Devin Dixon, trouble with that one. Devin Dixon burned the right rear tire right off the car here tonight. Mark Whitener. Can he hold on for the remaining laps? Look like no, all the tires are up on the 58. Maybe terminal issues in that car.
Hate to say I told you so. He's the only one that could have beat himself, and he actually takes it out into the.
Now, these two love racing one another. They're going to put on a great show for the fans. Fans, keep your eyes on the front of that pack. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Mark Whitener fires down in 4. He'll lead them down. Which lane will he choose? Whitener will go to the bottom side of the racetrack. Kyle Bronson goes to the top side. Try to pick that top fruit of the tree right there. Bronson with a good run down the back straightaway. Rhett Carter right there. 1, 2, 3. Throw a blank over to 3. 4 laps remaining in this one. Mark Whitener. Bronson back to the top side. Rhett Carter trying to make something happen on the bottom side of the racetrack. Looks like he's had all he could stand them tires tonight. Bronson closing in a little bit this time down the back straightaway. I guarantee you these two drivers are giving these cars all they can handle. How about Rhett Carter now to the bottom side again of Kyle Bronson. Kyle with that consistent line out of turn 2 with a good run down the back straightaway, but Rhett closes it in again going into 3 and 4. Bullhorns in the air, 2 laps to go.
Let's see what Carter does in these turns. He's going to try to make a move, but Bronson shut the door on him.
Bronson knows he's there. He shut the door on him. He wants that second position here. He wants that second prize money. White flag in the air for the Magic Man here tonight. What an eventful night for him. One last bonsai move for Bronson. It's going to open the door for Rhett Carter. Rhett Carter, Bronson side by side going down the back straightaway. Bronson with the advantage into 3 and 4. Checker flag in the air for Mark Whitener, Kyle Bronson, Rhett Carter, Jeff Matthews, Bo Allen, Brandon DeWitt. That's going to be your top 6 here tonight. Wayne Rudelman stopped on the back straightaway there in turn 3.
Let's turn it over to Joe down on trackside. Joe, how's it going down there?
Got a lot of congratulations going on down here for the Magic Man, Mark Whitener. All-Tech Raceway, Wendell Durrance down here shaking the hands of the drivers. Mark Whitener, congratulations. How about it, man? Last night, second place. Tonight, we had you almost counted out here tonight. The car wasn't looking good. Looked like you had a flat tire going on, tires rubbing. But, man, you pulled it off with a tremendous show here tonight after the trouble Dixon had. How about the race?
Yeah, he got me in lap traffic. I don't really know what that 55's doing. I had to let off the gas. He was putting me in the fence, and Dixon got by me. And out front here's clean airs. You're fast. At the end of this race, me and Kyle got together and knocked a toe out. But I think all y'all see, I don't quit. This thing's towed in 3 inches. I knocked the right rear off of it on the fence 2 or 3 times. I mean, he came in and changed tires. He wasn't beat the tail. Hell no. Hell, I wasn't letting that happen.
Well, how about it, Mark? What do you think about this deal, man? National Late Model Series here at All-Tech Raceway tonight, man. What a great show, and $4,000. What a great prize to race for tonight. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to track. Wendell does good. He's worked hard on his place. I seen pictures all week long where he's been tearing this thing up, and with his son on it, it's just going to get hard. I mean, ain't nothing he could do about it. But he came out here and he reworked it, and this was a damn good racetrack. You run top, bottom, middle. It started getting faster on the bottom down here, but we could run the top down there that 1 and 2. And like I say, this is me and Kyle race side by side, and we had a good night.
Yeah. Well, and it's nice. You're close to home here tonight. You're not having to drive 3.5 hours to get home. You're in the state of Florida with the National Late Model Series, and you're victorious here, $4,000. How about that trophy back there?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We got second to him last night, and he got second to us tonight. So that's what it's all about. Me and him travel up and down the road together. So, this is we're friends out here racing. So you see me and him, hell, my toes knocked out. Me and him done it. I think I turned left on him. I didn't see him, but it is what it is. I think it helped my car, to be honest with you. But anyway, we're here. That's all that matters.
Right. How about giving a quick shout-out to your sponsors, man?
Yeah, Terry Rice spends a lot of money on this stuff. CWI, he helped us out tremendously at the beginning of the year and throughout. And just everybody. My Uncle Greg works on this thing. This is the car he works on. I work on the other one, but he works on all of them. But this is his baby here. But just everybody that helps me on this car. My wife, Terry he's 62 years old and he works on this thing harder than I do. So it is what it is. But like I say, I'm hurrying. Anyway, thank y'all fans. Sunday night. Appreciate everybody coming out.
All right, congratulations. How about it? Congratulations, Mark. Kyle Bronson right here. Second place finish to your buddy tonight. How about it, Kyle? What do you think about this deal here at All-Tech Raceway tonight, man? What a great race you guys put on for the fans.
Yeah, my car was pretty good there. I was set up a little too tight today. I didn't think I was going to rubber up for this feature, and I just couldn't steer like I needed to. But, overall we had a pretty good car. We come in and change tires and come from the back. And like I said, we passed, I think it's 18 cars, so we had to pass 17 of them. Dixon, I feel bad for them guys. I don't know what happened. They had a pretty good car. They was out in that clean air, and it means a lot here in the clean air, I feel like. But we was pretty good and get a first and a second this weekend and go on to Portsmouth next week.
Well, good luck at Portsmouth. But talk about, was that planned coming in early and changing these tires quick here? Came in really quick with 2 laps complete. You knew right you needed different tires, didn't you?
Yeah, I already had a game plan on there, but obviously that wasn't the race winning call because, Mark and them made it on their tires. But I just felt like, the tires are going to be a gamble there at the end. So I wanted to come in and put me a couple new tires on and see what we could do. And we just come up a little short.
All right, well, congratulations on your podium finish. How about it, race fans, for Kyle Bronson in the Brandon Ford collision car here? All Florida Realty, Rhett Carter. Rhett Carter, a podium place finish here tonight. The Mac 44 Forestry car. Rhett, this has been a great weekend for you. Started off at Bubba Raceway Park, man. You guys practiced hard on Friday night, got the car set up, had a great night there. Now you come in here. You've probably taken the point lead here. Garrett Lloyd having a rough time. So now you're coming out of this weekend with a podium finish, a 4th, and the point lead. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we wanted to win one of them, but we'll take a 3rd and a 4th. Long weekend. Thanks for all the fans for coming out on Sunday night. It's good to see Wendell's Place doing so good. He gave us an excellent racetrack to race on. Congrats to Mark. Like Kyle said, I hated that for Devin. Devin had a good car, and he had the fastest car, and he should have won the race. But Mark was right there, and Mark took care of business like he normally does. And we had a good weekend, so we'll go back home and regroup and go at it next week.
All right, well, congratulations and good luck going into the final race at Cochran in November, Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully you can pull the point championship off with this National Late Model Series, buddy. Good luck.